Thank you so much for speaking to you. You are
Oh,
phenomenal as
oh,
Roxy.
Dana, thank
I
you.
love this show, and I love what you've done with this character. I feel
Hmm.
that she has so many different morals that she's
Hmm.
doing, and the job I can understand is stressful and it's testing her, but she's staying true to herself
Hmm.
and what she believes in. And
Hmm.
that was the most strongest when it came to Joshua.
Hmm. Hmm.
That was a very powerful kind of ending for the finale and then coming into the first episode. So can you talk about kind of Roxy's mindset of not wanting this to be true, but balancing it just might be?
Yeah, yeah. The most important thing about Max is that Max is a scientist. Max is a scientist. This. She is doing what she loves, and to be able to got where she got, to be where she is, you know, and it's almost like I don't say a religion, but a passion, a dharma for her, and for
Mhm.
to her to bring somebody else up behind her, trying to find the right words, that doesn't treat this dharma in the same way, is
So
definitely shakes her. um the love she has for this person who is up behind her is immense, but definitely is in tandem with the love she has for the science and the justice that they find for people via this science.
science
Yes.
can science is always factual, no
Hmm.
matter what. And what's
No matter
very
what.
interesting is in the season 3, episode 1, she said that, belief doesn't really belong here.
No, no, it's not about opinion. It's not emotion based. I
So
interrupted you. What were you going to
no,
say?
no, no. In a way, does that mean she shuts down all hope?
No, I think this is at most in for you talking about for Joshua.
Yeah. Or in general, that because she believes solely in science.
I think it's like most of us. When we find something that we know is right, it's like a family member. We'll say that. You
Mhm,
got family members, Dana, and you know
mhm.
what's right. And then they be doing some other stuff. You know what I mean? Then there's the conflict between that, right? Dealing with that conflict, but knowing where you have to go. And I think that's what makes her particular struggle so identifiable and so visual, because yes, she has this dharma, she has this path, she has this commitment, but then there is a psychological and emotional connection to those she loves, and then we get to watch how that plays out.
Will we see more of the family life?
Yeah. Oh, listen to you. This was a curious season because we were
Mhm.
impacted by the actor strike, my union strike, but also the writer strike. So we had a really short season. We only got 10 episode order.
Right.
When we have more, we will see more. Working with Rob and the gentleman who played my son, they're such gifted actors. So my hope and my belief is, yes, we will see more of them.
What more do you want from Max? And also in terms of the family,
Will you say that again?
what more do you want to show about her in
Mm,
terms of the family lifestyle?
in terms of the family lifestyle, I think what I loved about what we did is we showed the complexity of Max letting go of her grown ass son, letting him go from, someone who she birthed, but also now someone who's taller than her, and
Mhm.
getting in that push me, pull me, push me, pull you stage of he's a man, he's my baby, he's my man, he's my baby. I loved that. I loved the experience with the actor who played my husband, Rob. He's such a gifted actor. And what I loved about that is the opportunity to see love but challenge, that conflict. And I'm always, if we're talking specifically about Max's family life, I'm always open to see more of that because it's messy, right, Dana? It's messy. It's not, we can always sit back and say, oh, we go this way. Oh, we go with that. But that's not true. Even speaking from my own personal life as Paula, it's never clean. So I'd love to see more of that messiness, more of what we started.
We know that you appointed a daytime CSI.
Yes, yes.
Can you talk about why that Max made that decision with her?
I'm going to tell you the truth. That was the decision of our showrunner, Jason Tracy. He wanted to find, I believe, more gristle, more grit in the relationships that are between Max and Allie and Folsom, and all those, finding those gritty places. And I think that's a really cool way to do that.
In a way, she's also a mother on the job. She has to wrangle a lot of these people.
Yeah.
If you could say one thing to these other characters to make them behave and listen to you, what would you say?
It's funny. It's like when you have a teenager who's smart, who's strong-headed, who's, you know what I mean? But yet it's like, would you just mind? Just listen to me. I had a dear friend of mine. This is what it was. I had a dear, dear friend of mine a long time ago who talked about the challenge of having teenagers around. And it would be so nice if they just did what you wanted, all the while knowing that the only way for them to really learn is to do it their way, to F it up, and to learn from that. So I think Max goes from just do it my way to figure it out.
Okay. Well, can you tease how that dynamic would work between Max and Allie?
What can I tell you? It's really beautiful. I think the most important thing in Max's relationship with the other scientists in her charge, is that she gets to create a huddle of creativity, a huddle where people make mistakes, where they do it right, where they, you know what I mean, a learning huddle. And we get to go into that learning huddle and see what's born of that.
Okay. Is the situation with Joshua, the relationship completely broken? Can it be repaired?
Tricky. It's really, really tricky. When you are cut to your core with someone that you trusted. I don't know. We'll have to find out, right?
Okay. Does this change the dynamic of how she trusts others in general?
Not yet. It could, but not yet. But it could.
So for lastly, what would you say is Max's, we saw her best qualities. What would you say are her kind of her worst or not so good qualities for this
Perfectionism. Perfectionist. She is a perfectionist. And that's hard. That's a hard quality to have. It's hard on your body. It's hard on the people around you. But yeah, she's a perfectionist.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for speaking to me.
Absolutely, Dana.
I love the series. I love what you brought to the character as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.